The big difference with now is that I'm eating way more beans and lentils and potatoes, and I'm such a happy camper. I was so depressed for a while with all the morphine and everything. It just drives a hole through your soul, you know. And with potatoes, I feel I feel the hole is being filled, so I'm happy.
Welcome to the Mastering Diabetes YouTube channel. We have an awesome testimonial to share with you today. This is the story of Lucie and how she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, what she did to change her lifestyle and stop taking metformin, how that's impacted her blood glucose. She's going to talk all about that. She's also going to talk about how this lifestyle has affected her mood and her quality of life. She really is a hoot. I think we would have a lot of fun hanging out together. I hope we do get a chance to hang out together soon. She also talks about how much the diet is costing her and how she makes it work. So that's a hot topic. We know that can be a big issue for a lot of people transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle with families and buying a lot more healthy food. Sometimes it gets concerning that it could be very expensive. So there are a lot of ways to handle that problem, and we want to have a conversation in the comments below. So if you're a person who you're doing this lifestyle and you found ways to make it work, let us know in the comments. What are your tips? If you're just starting and you're confused, how can I make this affordable? How can I make this sustainable long term? Ask your questions in the comments below and let's have a conversation. Also, if you are enjoying these videos and you want to make sure not to miss any future videos, you got to hit the subscribe button and then make sure to hit the bell and you'll get notified whenever we upload a new video. It's super important to fill up your feed, fill up your phone, fill up your email inbox with inspiring content that can help you reach your goals. We want these videos to be more than just education. We want it to turn into action, to turn into results. So make sure to fill up your feed and subscribe and get notifications. And also, if you know anybody who'd benefit from this, make sure to share this video, give it a thumbs up so we can reach more people. We'd really appreciate it. All right, I hope you enjoy the video.
Officially, I was diagnosed in July of 2016 and was put on metformin at that point. But I knew for some years that I had diabetes. And actually, starting in 2013, a friend of mine measured my blood glucose and it was 27, which for Americans is like, wow, that's low. But no, that's times 18, whatever that is. So I was like in the 400s or something. So I started having lots of pain back in February 2016. The pain just grew and grew and grew. So in April, mid-April, I went to the ER. And my glucose was at 20, and it scared me, of course, you know, because I didn't think that I was eating that badly. I came across Dr. McDougall's program right about the time that I found Mastering Diabetes. So I don't remember who I found first, but yeah, it was around the same time. For example, for lunch, we just had, my boyfriend just made some beautiful hummus, no oil, and with baked potatoes. And my God, that was a perfect dip, you know, and it just, and now I'm full. I won't eat for another 5 hours, you know, and I'm just fine. After a lifetime of dieting, you stay away from potatoes, you know, and so it's been like, you know, eating a potato and going, I'm not cheating, and just rewiring my brain around that, you know. And yeah, officially I started on the 1st of January and I was already so confident that this would be working for me that I started cutting down on my metformin. On the 8th of January, I took 2 pills in the morning, so that's 1,000 milligram, and nothing at night. And a week later, I measured my glucose, and it was at 6.4. Now, when I did that just before starting McDougall's program, Dr. Wonderful Sir thank you, Dr. McDougall's program, I measured my glucose after tinkering with my metformin, and it was 7.4. And I thought, okay, that's pretty good. Haven't taken metformin since the 8th. I was raised on meat 3 times a day. So it's a process. It's very difficult to say, okay, I'm doing this now. I'll be completely vegan, and to stick to it forever. When you've been raised on meat 3 times a day, the big difference with now is that I'm eating way more beans and lentils, and potatoes, and I'm such a happy camper. I was so depressed for a while with all the morphine and everything. It just drives a hole through your soul, And with potatoes, I feel the hole is being filled, so I'm happy. But the protocol here for treating diabetes is pretty much the same as anywhere else in the world. You start with metformin, and then you add insulin. It can be oral or it could be by shots, but it's still insulin, and it still signals your liver to take a holiday or something. I think it was Sarah who said that when you test the blood of diabetics, you find a lot of insulin in there. I had a hunch not to go for insulin, and now he gave me an answer why. I should trust my gut. Common sense is not something that common. And to me, this diet is common sense. It's not a diet. It's just, it's a lifestyle. It's, it's going to the grocery store. And now that I have an access ramp, I can actually go out myself and hang out with my boyfriend at the grocery store, which is really cool. And just go by the potato display, and just be in love, and it's just wonderful. I mean, it's so I don't waste my time with people who don't get it. I give them the information. I give them a link to Mastering Diabetes, because the recipes, and the teaching, the knowledge that's being imparted. I'm on a Facebook group for neuropathy, and it's like a support group, and people in there are like, keto changed my life. And I go, not if you're diabetic. And I just, so I try to calm down from that. And the potatoes are not helping in that situation, because I'm just so filled with energy now, that I'm just like, that's bad. You shouldn't do that. And I go wagging my finger. For about $1.50, you get a can of beans, and you can just rinse them and put them in a salad or in a stir fry, or you can mush them up, and use that as a spread. That's what we did for lunch with garbanzo beans and with the potatoes. It wasn't even dry, because he didn't put oil in the garbanzo beans, but while he was baking the potatoes, he put in an onion in there. And so the onion got roasted, and it was delicious. 2 onions, he signals me. And so he put that with a can of garbanzo beans, a little bit of lemon, and that was about it. A little bit of water just to get the thickness right, and that was it. So how much did that cost? Under $2. And it fed both of us, and on plus the potatoes, so maybe $3 in total for both of us. And that's not even US funds. That's Canadian dollar, which is a little under the US dollar. So, if we can do it, anybody can do it. And thank you so much. I've got my life back.